Welcome to your Action Shot of Sunrise. I'm Carlos Diaz, merely Carlos Diaz, sitting next to Karen Campbell. And thanks for joining us, by the way. I appreciate you being. And I love the fact, as I said, that we keep you outside where it's cold and rainy and cruddy.
All kinds
of
weather.
The nicest week of the year. We're like, Karen, come on inside. come on in and anchor with us. Then
it's a nice change,
Karen,
but
you do it all great.
Yeah,
so there
thank
we go.
you.
But we start. I mean, this is just such a tough. I saw this last night on the 11. And, you can't help but think of your own family when you talk about this story.
Yeah, I mean, summer's a great time for swimming, and swimming pools are now opening up. But there was a recent tragedy in Grant County. It's reminding all parents about the increased risk of drowning this summer. So an 8-year-old boy died, and his 6-year-old brother still in the hospital after they were found unconscious in a pool. So we want to just encourage parents out there to look for ways to make things safe this summer. So the National Drowning Prevention Alliance says the more layers of protection that you have, the better your chances will be when you come to protecting your child and preventing those drowning tragedies. Now, layers include fencing and locked gates with alarms around pools, hard pool covers, learning to swim, wearing a life vest in the water if you cannot swim, and designating someone to watch the kids in the pool.
Parents need to know what to do if a drowning takes place. And the number one thing is effective CPR care.
You just think it's not going to be me, my child, I'm a great parent, when that's not what it comes down to. It comes down to accidents happen to anyone, even great parents.
So 4 years ago, Danielle's youngest son, Chase, who was 3 at the time, fell in a friend's pool. They had to perform CPR, and Chase is fine today, but experts say drowning is the leading cause of accidental death in kids ages 1 to 4.
Yeah, keep in mind, drowning dangers are not limited to young kids. The National Safety Council says drowning is the second leading cause of preventable deaths for kids as old as 15. Now, the council has an online pledge that you can sign, and you'll get a free pool safety toolkit in exchange.
So their site also has lists of safety tips and prevention measures that you can take. And of course, we've got the link for you posted online. Just open the WTHR app.
Yeah, we had a pool put in my house when I was living on the West Coast, and they will not put the pool in without installing the proper safety measures out there. Like they put the alerts on all of our windows and things like that.
Yeah, you were talking about that. That's interesting.
So that's, they're trying to get safer, but I'm telling you right now, I have a 5-year-old who's just learning to swim, and I have a 3-year-old who's still got the floaties on. And ironically, the 3-year-old, we're like fine with this. We're keeping our eye on the 5-year-old now.
Right.
We have a public pool in our neighborhood, and we're keeping an eye on him like crazy because he's getting more and more adventurous.
So at that age, you are adventurous, right?
Yeah. So just keep in mind, it can happen, and knowing CPR is really a big thing as well.
Yes.
And the crazy thing, if you do, I was certified for CPR a few years ago, but you can kind of take a refresher course online if you'd like as well.
You sure can.
All right. So for more than 100 years, Indy Humane has been working to help animals find loving homes. Part of that mission includes providing life-saving care to those who need it most, like the pup you're about to meet. Our Julia Moffat introduces us to Puddin' and her dad, Rob.
Indy Humane is one of the only animal shelters in Indiana that is equipped with a full medical suite to treat injured animals.
Come on, honey. Here you go. That's a good girl.
That was a critical factor in saving the life of Puddin', born without the ability to properly go to the bathroom. In a smaller facility without the medical staff, she may not have survived.
That's one thing I love our medical team. They take chances on animals. They don't judge animals by how many years they have under their collar, how old they are, how scared they might be, how injured they may look. As long as there is the possibility for a quality of life and for a happy forever after, we're going to take a chance.
Rob is one of about 600 volunteers at the shelter. He was a big part of Puddin's recovery, raising thousands of dollars to get her a special surgery at Purdue.
By the time she was 6 months old, she had had 6 surgeries. But the big one at Purdue, which was about 3 hours long, took care of all her intestinal tract and got her working the way she was supposed to.
Indy Humane not only works to save animals like Puddin', but also has several programs to help the community, providing low-cost adoptions, low-cost vaccine clinics, and low-cost spay and neutering programs. They also have an online medical sponsorship program that raises money for animals who need medical treatment. Rob is grateful he was able to help nurse Puddin' back to health, and in the end, just couldn't say goodbye.
I think it was right after Christmas. We were like, she's going to spend the holidays with us. And then right after New Year's, we thought, she's got to stay with us. And so it's been since, I think, January 3rd that she has not known a night at the shelter. And that's what we want for all our dogs.
That's great stuff. And, you know, Indy Humane does so many great things. And so some comments, I got a lot of good mornings this morning from Charlie. And Liz is all over this morning. Liz she says no to the Cicada Pizza. We haven't even gotten to that story yet. She's already saying no to that Cicada Pizza story we did out of Ohio. Liz also thinks you have a great dress. Glenn loves your dress as well.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Glenn.
Yeah, there we go. It's basically a lot of good mornings this morning from all over central Indiana and all over the country, by the way, as far as our Facebook page goes. Spice Girls making a little return.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, fans are celebrating a special anniversary. So do you remember that song, Wannabe, If You Want to Be My Lover? It's turning 25 years old. Now, the group is releasing an EP with the original demo track and remixes, of course. So it'll include previously unreleased songs called Feed Your Love. Now, the EP comes out on July 9th, followed by a special edition vinyl and cassette tape. How many people still listen to records and cassette tapes?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you get the cassette tape, what do you do with it? Like, where do you put it?
Well, people still have their cassette players out there.
Can you name all 5 of the Spice Girls?
Well,
come on, go.
Okay, so my favorite was Scary Spice, and we talked about Posh, and I remember Baby Spice, but I can't remember the other 2.
Ginger and Sport.
There we go.
There
Thanks.
Hey, Greg,
Greg's
our
cheating
producer,
in my ear.
our 30-something producer who's got some kind of Spice Girls mania thing going on. Yeah, don't be giving away the answers. Broccoli has been voted America's favorite vegetable, which proves that Americans don't know what's happening.
I like broccoli.
You like broccoli?
I like broccoli, especially with mashed potatoes on the side. Those are the best 2 combinations.
I just can't get down
Give
with
me
broccoli.
like a steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. Yeah.
I'll take asparagus, steak and asparagus. All right, but broccoli. So this is all according to the Green Giant's annual favorite vegetable survey. Many of those surveyed say that they simply like the taste of broccoli. Carrots came in second, followed by corn, which is not a vegetable. Tomatoes, not a vegetable. Cucumbers, not a vegetable. All made the list last year. They didn't make the cut for 2021, okay, because they're not vegetables. Can we just, Laura, pipe that up there? This is
Dana
let's
listen
Carvey.
to the song.
Here we go. Just chopping broccoli.
Yeah, so
If you have not seen Dana Carvey do chopping broccoli from SNL, just look it up on YouTube. It's
right now.
hilarious.
I could not stop laughing this morning. My eyes were kind of watering because, it's hilarious.
All right, let's talk Cicada Pizza.
Not a good idea for me anyway. So a restaurant wants to cash in on this whole cicada craze. So what you're looking at, you might not want to look at it if your stomach can't handle it, but it's the Pizza Bandit. They're in Dayton, Ohio. They've created the spicy Thai cicada pie. So cheese, veggies, Thai sauce, and of course, those black dots are cicadas, and the bugs are even baked in to the crust. I know they say it's good protein, but I mean, the restaurant, of course, they're waiting for the health department's approval before they can start selling any. So we want to know from you, I mean, would you eat cicada pizza?
No.
That's the big question. Would you eat cicada pizza?
No, because, and that's the thing too, the cicadas are just there on the crust, and they're on the pie. I mean, the wings are baked into the crust. So I'm going a hard no on that. All right. I will say this. I have found a woman in Indiana, I'm not going to say where, who makes cicada cakes.
That's interesting.
Made from cicadas with a chocolate-covered cicada on top. I'm visiting her this week, and I will taste it, and I will report back to you on Friday, Friday's edition of Sunrise. Because as someone said in my neighborhood, That's what I was born to do.
Wow. So
right.
Laura Eisner, she said she would try the Cicada Pizza.
Well, Laura, I'm bringing you.
All
We're gonna
right.
find you a slice,
All
Laura.
right.
Laura is our fearless audio engineer who gives
Yeah.
us things like jumping back in line.
Cherie
right.
was like, no way.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Cherie. We're here.
A
We're
lot,
here.
lot of no's. We got Liz, Cherie, Rena.
Look what Glenn wrote.
Yeah.
Only pepperoni, sausage, ham, and cheese.
Yeah. Susan says, how about broccoli and cicada
No.
pizza? See, Susan, I'd rather have cicada pizza than broccoli pizza. That's what I'm saying to you. Okay.
Tastes like shrimp. I don't know if they taste like shrimp.
Well,
Sylvia.
if you have a shellfish allergy, you're not supposed to eat cicadas.
Ah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
For Karen Campbell and all the 4 billion cicadas in central Indiana, I'm Carlos Diaz. Thanks for joining us here on Extra Shot. We'll see you again tomorrow, right back here on Facebook.